ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ. BA, BCom, MA, MCom, MBA, MS.
On behalf of the Department of Public Administration, and I welcome you all to this induction program. This is a special function that we are doing for the batch July 2023. The discipline of public administration, as you would be knowing, is a very unique course. For quite some time, there has been debate on where this discipline belongs. It was a part of political science, but today it exists in its own right. If you are wondering who joins this course, so traditionally, public administration has been a domain of those who are aspiring to become civil servants or serve in the administrative positions across the country. In case you are not wanting to appear for competitive exams and you are wanting to just do research or pursue this subject academically, public administration has been a very sought after subject for that too. However, there has been a third category of people opting for the discipline of public administration without wanting to belong for competitive exam field or for academic disciplinary based research. Those are the people who want to educate themselves regarding the subject, because this subject teaches you about the academic structure of the country and the administration that runs it. It also helps you to update yourself about the systemic knowledge of how our country functions. Thus, if you have chosen this discipline, we assure you that it's going to make you a better citizen, as you would be understanding what makes this subject work and how the governance models of this country function. So let me give you a brief about the department that you have opted to join. So when KSOU was started, this department was part of the political science discipline, as was the trend of the subject. But lately it was understood that this department is a subject in itself and deserves to be a separate discipline in its own right. So in the year 2012 to 13, it was separately made into an independent department and established in its own right. Since then, it has been functioning under an annual scheme, but from July 2023 onwards, we have introduced the semester-based scheme. Accordingly, the syllabus has been updated and things have been changed in the department to help ease the process of moving from an annual to semester-based scheme. So before we delve into the greater details, let's first discuss the syllabus briefly. As you would be aware, it's a 2-year program. Since I am describing about the MA Public Administration degree, under it there are 4 semesters. The first 2 semesters are having 3 core papers and 3 soft core papers. Out of the 3 soft core papers, 2 can be opted for and 1 is optional. The hardcore papers are all compulsory and there is no choice in accepting or in choosing any of these disciplines. Apart from that, we also offer you 2 interdisciplinary courses like an open elective, which you can be doing in various subjects, and you can find the detailed information regarding this on the website. In the 3rd semester, you have the similar pattern in the hardcore and softcore papers. What is difference is that you have a skill enhancement course instead of an interdisciplinary course. The 4th semester offers you 2 hardcore papers. It gives you 3 choices for softcore papers, out of which yet again 2 are compulsory, and there is a skill enhancement course. And apart from this, what I want to draw your attention towards is that you also have project or dissertation work during the 4th semester. So that's your brief breakup of your syllabus, which will be spanning over for 2 years. Given that fact, you also have interdisciplinary courses, as I've already mentioned. Now let's look into the subject related aspects. So as I just told you that each paper comes for 100 marks. Out of 100, this component has been divided into 2 subparts, which is 80:20. So 80 marks come from the theory paper, whereas 20 comes for assignment. The Examinations that would be done at the end of every semester require you to appear for a theory exam which would be for 80 marks. Now let me inform you the breakup of those 80 marks. If you will be going through the previous year question papers, you will understand that each paper would be divided into 3 subsections: section A, section B and section C. Section A is going to be for 5 marks only, and the number of questions you have to attempt is 4 out of 6. So there are 6 questions out of which you have to attempt 4. Section B is for 10 marks each question. You would be given approximately 5 questions out of which you need to attempt any 3 questions. So you need to attempt 3 out of 5. You will get 2 questions as optional choices. Section C comes for 15 marks. You need to attempt any 2 questions out of the 4 given questions, and this will also be a compulsory section. In total, you need to attempt 4 questions from 5 markers, 3 questions from 10 markers and 2 questions from 15 markers. So if you will add, in total you need to answer any 9 questions from various sections, and you will have the mark breakup of 5 into 4, 20 marks section A, 3 into 10, that is 30 marks for section B, and finally 2 into 15 marks, which is again 30 for section C. So that puts your total to 20 plus 30 equal to 80 and 9 questions. This is for your annual papers or semester based papers, as you would be aware of. This is about the marks breakup and how you need to attempt the questions. In case you wish to get a reference on what your papers might be looking like, or you want to refer the previous year question papers, you can go on to the website. You can also access the portals and the platforms that KSOU has specifically designed for its students, and you can also find this in the KSOU app. In case you do not find these things readily available, you can anytime approach the chairperson of the department or the chairman and the HOD to guide you into the process. Moving on, let me inform you on the way of answer writing, which is important for your assignment as well as for your examinations. So I have just informed you about your exam. The assignment pattern is similar. You will have to answer any 2 questions per subject, and each question will carry 10 marks. So 2 questions, 10 marks, 2 into 10, which is equal to 20. That's your marks breakup. Now there is slight difference in the uploading part of it or in the submission. The theory paper is going to be in-house, so you will have to come and write it in the centers. However, the assignment, for the convenience of the students, for the very first time, KSOU has launched the KSOU academic platform, where each student can just scan or take a clear picture and upload it in the platform, where all the details related to your course, to your submissions, to your pending paperwork would all be available for the student to check at the click of a button on your phones or in your laptops. This has been done to facilitate the process of submission and to help technology to help our students to reach out to us as fast as possible. So from this semester onwards, there is no need for this particular batch to submit physical copies of assignment. You can submit uploaded copies on the platform that I just mentioned. In case you have any discrepancies or problems in uploading your papers or the process of how it needs to be done, you require some guidance, kindly approach the department or the chairman. We would be happy to help you on board. Let me now just briefly inform you about some basic problems that we find when students send their answer copies or when they write their answers. Firstly, this is your paper. Please assume that this is your answer sheet. In your theory papers, you will get a unruled or a ruled paper depending upon the course you are attending with a margin. So assume this is your answer copy and it will be a ruled sheet, and you will have to be writing the section number here. So if say it is section A, please mention section A here. Now most of the students will always write the question number on this side of the margin. Ideally it is done that way, but since the evaluation in KSOU is digital, many a times there is a fear that this side of the margin gets cut when the picture is scrapped. So I request you to carefully write the question number on this side of the margin. Do not write it on the left hand side of the margin. Please write it on the right hand side. Write it towards this side. Do not write it on this side. Write always this side. Clearly mention the question number and the answer. If possible, always choose to write the question that you are answering, so that there is no doubt in the minds of an examiner as to which question you have attempted. Also, students make a mistake in writing the question number wrongly. So they have chosen a particular question, for example, but they write the wrong question number. In that case also your answer can be just termed as invalid. So please carefully note down the number of question that you're attempting, write down the question number and then write your answer. And when you're finishing your answer, suppose this page you have done, you want to continue, avoid continuing on this page, because sometimes it gets imprinted, whatever you write on this page gets imprinted on the back page and it's not very clear. So when you're uploading an image, it confuses the examiner because they cannot clearly see. So please avoid writing on the back side. Write here, insert blank sheets whenever you're doing your answers so that you can write clearly this side. This is for your assignments in particular, because theory papers would be done in-house. So now let me demonstrate in case this is your answer. So you have clearly mentioned your section A here, you have written about the question here and you have written about the answer here, and this is the body of your answer. If this is the body of your answer and you have finished your answer here at this point, you will see that there is some part of paper remaining. Please, we request you, do not start the next question right from here. Leave the page, you can take a pen and you can just strike off this additional side just like this, just score off this side and continue on the next page for the next question if you have finished this answer. When you continue another question right from here, there are chances that your examiner may not be able to clearly distinguish that you have finished one answer and now you are entering into the domain of another question. So kindly look into that as well. So I have done the demonstration for how you need to write your answers, and as you can see here, this is got imprinted. This is the front side, but the imprints come on the back side. So when you're submitting your assignments, please avoid writing this side, insert blank sheets for the sake of clarity so that from our end there is no discrepancy in correcting your answer scripts. There are questions asked to us about the language of the papers that you're attempting. Now some would have opted for Kannada, some would have opted for English. Let me inform you, the department evaluates both languages equally. There is no discrimination or there is no discrimination of any sort from our end in this line. You can clearly write in any medium of your choice. Also, in case you have opted for Kannada medium during the time of the admission, but while writing the paper you choose to write in English, if that is the case, you can do so. That is not an issue. You do not need to approach anybody and there is no extra permission which is required. It is something which we give our students a right of so that they can write in any language in which they are comfortable in, whether it is Kannada or English. Just a word of caution, in case you are choosing Kannada, please write in Kannada. In case you are choosing English, please write in English. Do not mix the two languages. You need to stick to any one of the official languages. All right. There's another information that I would like to provide. This is regarding SLM. As I just informed you, this particular semester scheme has been launched by the department just recently, that is in the month of July 2023. The SLM material, due to technical issues, is under preparation. It will take some time. Please have some patience. If you want to refer to previous year SLM material, it is available on the KSOU academic platform. It is also present in the app and on the website. If you have any issues or any clarifications regarding this, you can always approach us. We would be happy to help you. We also conduct PCP classes, that is in-house classes for our students. It will be either online or offline, for which you would be informed. And this is per semester. It is done once right before your examination, so that we can have a direct interaction with our students and help them in case of any doubt or query that they might have. If you are wanting to refer to these materials or additional reference material, you can come to the KSOU library, where there are multiple books available for you. And in case you are not capable of physically coming into the campus or approaching us physically, you can always approach us online. And there are several reference materials that we are helping our students with online. So even if you are not physically able to move to the campus or physically be able to meet us, you can always be in touch and get your doubts clarified. If there is any such issue that you are finding to be wanting to complain about, you can do so to the chairman of the Department of Public Administration. Finally, I just have to tell you just one more thing. There are multiple ways that you can learn. This is a wonderful course. The information that we would be providing to you will not only help you to crack multiple examinations, but it is also going to help you become a more informed citizen of this country, so that you know exactly what the law says, you know exactly what your right says, and you know exactly what needs to be the recourse for you in case you want a redressal of your grievances. So we hope that this semester, with this course that we offer to you in this department, whether it's a 3-year undergraduate program or an MA course, or whether you choose to do PhD and research in the department, you are going to enjoy every aspect of it, and you're not going to regret the choice you have made. So I once again welcome you all to the Department of Public Administration, and I hope you will have a wonderful time reading with us, just as much as we would have teaching you. Welcome to the Department of Public Administration, KSOU.